Wendy and Coach Jimmy's advice for the Bacon Beatdown, sending all of our Rebel Fierce athletes up this weekend to Orlando, and hopefully spectators too. So, from our past competitor experience, we're here to share a few words of advice and also go over a couple strategies on some of the movements we'll be doing this weekend. First of all, on competitions. Mal, how exactly do you feel when you wake up the morning of a competition?
Usually I'm pretty nervous. I already have anxiety and I don't sleep well the night before, so I got to make sure I eat properly. I always start with a bagel with peanut butter, and then I'm not really good on a full stomach during competition, so after I'll always refuel with protein. I'll have my aminos before the WOD and maybe a banana here and there.
Right, so as she is saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, no different than on competition day. No matter how nervous you are, please make sure that you eat a big breakfast, you stay hydrated, you don't go out drinking the night before at the Rebel Party household, you show up on time. I would suggest every athlete of ours to bring a big cooler filled with numerous things such as water, coconut water, amino. Myself, I can digest food a little bit quicker in between WODs. I have a lot of fruit, some protein. You will be doing numerous WODs in one day, so most of you guys are not conditioned to that. You need to stay fueled. As soon as you finish one workout, go straight to your station. No matter how exhausted or nervous you feel, make sure you eat and refuel yourself. Also, make sure that you pack accordingly. If you're doing rope climbs, you'll want your socks, you'll want your capris, you'll want gloves for your hands. If you're a tape person, bring tape. Bring all of that times too, because I bet your friend will forget it. So now we're going to go into a couple of the movements and some strategies that we have for y'all. There will be some air squats, bodyweight squats at the Bacon Beatdown in WOD number 1. They are generous enough to allow you to use a med ball, so please be sure to use it to your advantage. We suggest if you are able to select a med ball to get a heavier one, a 14 or 20 pound ball, so it will not be moving as you go through the course of your WOD. This is what we do not want to see as Rebel coaches. A nice, slow, controlled air squat. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going for time, you're going against people from other gyms. So bounce the heck like it's a giant trampoline, use that ball to your advantage. Next will be a shoulder to overhead for our scaled athletes. For our team or RX will be a snatch. For those of y'all we would suggest a muscle snatch or a power snatch. For our scaled athletes, shoulder to overhead. Try to rub them out at least 10 at a time, and instead of a strict press or even a push press, please use that advantage of push jerking and standing up to save your arms. We do not necessarily suggest a split jerk because now you must waste time coming back to your feet are together to standard. So if you can, just try to do a normal push jerk. Moving on, for some of our skilled athletes, they will be doing a version of a rope climb. In this, they must go ground to shoulder. So, Mal is demonstrating a strategy where she's using her hips and legs, basically thrusting her hips up, so this whole movement is all done with her legs. She's able to save her arms. Can you show from the other direction? These are simple things you can be practicing tomorrow. They will not be exhausting you. We don't want y'all doing a full normal workout tomorrow at the gym, so please, any of our competitors, come in. Just play around, nice light workouts on some of these techniques. On the keg, we are fortunate at CrossFit Rebels to have a few kegs to practice with. I would suggest at the Bacon Beatdown playing with their equipment, as they're going to be a lot heavier in different weights and filled with water. But here is a technique from Coach Mal. Go ahead and explain.
Basically, the hand that you want, you're going to kind of want to work on an angle. Use the handles as much as you can, and get your hand ready underneath, the other arm up on top, and use the momentum to your advantage, keeping the keg straight to your body. As always, make sure your back is flat. Pike that leg up and get it locked out overhead. So grab, use your leg straight up overhead to lock up position.
And you can see that she kind of kicks it up with her knee. So once again, we will have things such as the keg, ground to overhead. They will also have a thick jump rope at the Bacon Beatdown, which is essentially one of these ropes that you would climb, only you will be jumping rope with. Very much more difficult to keep your momentum, so please, if you have the chance at the site of the competition, grab a coach, grab some more athletes, play around with some of these techniques you might not be as familiar with to help ease a little of your anxiety on the day of. Let's head outside for some prowler techniques.
Wendy's going to demonstrate a way that you should not go. You don't want to hold high up on the sled and be so upright. What you want to do is grab onto the poles as low as possible, use your posterior chain, and as soon as you get that sled moving, it's harder to get up and go again, so keep it moving to the best of your advantage.
So, grab low and don't stop. There will be a lot of barbell work at the Bacon Beatdown. Now we'll be demonstrating that obviously we want to use the advantage of doing power cleans or hang power cleans versus a full